The MK party wins by elections. They have snitched award from the ANC. You know that every time the MK party wins against the ANC, becomes the biggest celebration of all time. The MK party wins Mandeni local municipality ward 17 by election, and they've snitched the ward away from the ANC. The ANC loses its outright majority in Mandeni. Here are some results here. MK party wins 61%, which it was voted by 1,316 people. The ANC 29% it got, which it was voted by 642 people. The IFP it got 9%, which it was voted by 199 people. This was the MK party's candidate. Pelelem Khonazi was their candidate who was contesting for this position. On the other hand, the MK party has called for the motion of no confidence against the IFP leader Thamsanqa Ntuli. Zuma's MK party new move to collapse the government in KwaZulu-Natal. They have called for Thursday vote of no confidence in Premier Thami Ntuli to be conducted by secret ballot. If you are wondering why the MK party has called for the removal of Thami Ntuli, listen to this video here and hear what they are accusing Ntuli of doing. Seems like Ntuli just missed an opportunity because he was just here. Remember that he's one of the prominent people together who have conspired against the MK party. That after the MK party, they have won the majority of the vote of the people there, but they are not in the government. So he was here, just on the tip. He was just here. So Thami Ntuli made some mistakes, right, in his premiership, because the MK party have now hardcore evidence to take him down. This is the right opportunity that the MK party was waiting for to take this man down, and exactly he fell on the trap. Listen to this video of what is he accused of here.
Comrade, as we know, sithathe isinqumo sokuthi ke sifakwe inotice of a vote of no confidence against uPremier KwaZulu-Natal. Comrade, this notice has been long overdue because we all know ukuthi abantu bakwaZulu-Natal voted for Umkhonto weSizwe Party. Umkhonto weSizwe Party is the only organization that is going to serve umphakathi wakwaZulu-Natal ikakhulukazi. Now ke zimbalwa ke izinto esizayithile okubalekile sizoza unpacka kahle on Thursday when we will be dealing with the actual gist whereby sizobe sesiya kuma debates then bese siyovota. Kodwa ke ngiyafisa ukuthinta izinto nje ezimbalwa ezokuthi uThami Ntuli wamisleada indlu ishamthetho ngokuba ufungile ngokusemthethweni ukuthi akakwazi ukuthi aqamba amanga. Kunohambo alithatha ke comrades oliya eNew York. Uma Umkhonto weSizwe umbuzo ukuthi waspenda malini, wathi 735,000 rand, which is blue lies. Now as Umkhonto weSizwe Party, we have evidence ukuthi he actually spent 7.2 million kulo. Now ke ezinye zezinto ezibalekile esizodila nazo robustly as umkhonto wesizwe party
7 million.
as well as mismanagement of ama funds abantu bakwaZulu Natal. You remember comrade ukuthi kuye waba ne program eyayibiza u100 million owayiletha ukusiza abantu abasha kwaZulu Natal, kodwa kunama irregularities amaningi esiwaphicaphile kuloyo nto. Now ke imkhandlo eminingi kwaZulu Natal iguqa ngedolo under his leadership. Therefore we are saying we are need uThami Ntuli out as the premier of KwaZulu Natal, bandedele umkhonto ukuthi kube yiwona ozothatha ozolida iKwaZulu Natal njengoba kusho umphakathi wethu.
So it is reported that Thami Ntuli, after he has given an oath, he misled the House. He has misled the KZN provincial legislature about his trip of going to New York in America. Listen to this here. There were some irregular expenditures that Thami Ntuli has done on taking his trip going there. And it was reported that he told the House, right, the KZN legislator, that he only spent 735,000 on his trip, in which the MK party now comes forward to say that they have hardcore evidence that it was not the money that he has told the parliament to have spent on his trip, but they say that the money is just more. It was more than 7.2 million. The money, the irregular expenditures that he has used on that trip. So they are accusing him of saying that he has breached his oath and they want him to be removed, right? So the issue just is going there. So on Thursday, they've sent for a secret ballot voting, wanting to remove Thami Ntuli. So it was so very interesting to see how this thing is going to just unfold. So now what is interesting about this is that the NFP leader agrees with the MK party. The NFP leader wants Thamsanqa Ntuli gone.
1, IFP must withdraw uThami Ntuli. 2, ANC must withdraw Hlomuga as MEC. 3, it must withdraw Nomagugu as MEC. We are meeting the MKP ngoba sihlangana kwi common denominator ethi uThami Ntuli is failing to lead. And nakhona siyokhuluma nabo siyoza ukuthi bathina sikaze sihlale nabo. There's a question that came said Sobuye, we will tell you when we take a decision. Yekani ukuthi manizwe into ngeMKP seniyotatazela. Sengathi kufizwe ngathi mhlawumbe makunikezwe MKP kuzofa abantu kwaZulu Natal. No, nothing's going to happen. If you look at the electorate, in most provinces where the party was leading, that party was given a chance to lead. The MKP voted for Panyaza Lusufu to take Gauteng, if I'm not mistaken. Kanti kwenze njani kwaZulu Natal? Manezwe igama le MKP, nomanezwe NFP zohlala ne MKP, seniyolunywa utwayi. Don't scratch where it doesn't itch.
The KZN government by far is fragile. Multi-party coalition of the IFP, ANC, DA and NFP, the governing bloc controls 41% of the legislature's 80 seats, while the MK party and EFF jointly holds 39. But the coalition stability has been shaken by the NFP, which holds a single but decisive seat, demanding sweeping changes to the provincial executive as a condition of remaining in government of the provincial unity. But the coalition stability has been shaken by the NFP. This is why the MK party push for a secret ballot is so critical. 2 dissenting members could collapse the government bloc. With a public vote, the coalition discipline is easier to enforce with a secret ballot. Internal dissent is harder to contain and margin for error is only 1 vote. NFP President Ivan Baines has on multiple occasions said that the party is dissatisfied with the current arrangement and will stay in the GPU only if all the MECs are removed and the IFP recalls Ntuli as a premier. His stance follows an MK party-sponsored no-confidence motion against Ntuli, which Baines openly supported. In a statement on October 25, Baines criticized service delivery under the GPU and signaled openness to the MK party-led administration. He said that the recent election results showed overwhelmingly support for the party and that it would be wise to let it play a leading role in forming a new government. Baines confirmed he will meet MK party leaders, insisting that Ntuli is failing to lead and dismissed fears about an MK party-run province. It seems like there's a fallout from the side of the NFP with the ANC together with the IFP, because it seems like the NFP leader wants to ditch all of them, saying that under Ntuli things are not working out. The NFP has some couple of demands when it comes to the IFP and the ANC. Number one, they want the IFP to remove Thami Ntuli. They don't want him there. Number two, the ANC must withdraw Hlomuka as their MAC. Number three, the ANC must withdraw Nomagugu as the MEC. And he said that they are meeting the MK party, and was reported that Jacob Zuma is in talks with both the EFF and the NFP. But he declared that they haven't made a decision so far, but said that if the opposition supported Panyaza, that is when I knew that now the tables have changed. He argued to say that if the oppositions came together and supported Panyaza Lesufi, why not in KZN? And he just went and attacked those who are running the propaganda against the MK party and said that why now when we talk the MK party governing KZN, is like now the MK party will destroy everything and kill the people. He said that. So I'm just thinking about this. Since they have that one deciding vote, if they can give it to the MK party and the EFF agrees, it means we have a high chance that the MK party can become the new government in KZN. Oh, yeah, the tables can just change just like that. What to take on this? Please leave a comment on the section below and let us meet on the next video. But before you go, please don't forget you can press the subscribe button. Just press that button. Remember, you don't pay anything. It is free or charge like that. Let us meet on the next video, and I'm out.